Gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another stellar episode of Danny Does. My name is Danny. I'm here in Busch Gardens, Tampa, Florida for the 18th annual Howl-O-Scream event. This is my third year in a row coming to the event. I'm super excited. It's going to be awesome. So without further ado, let's go. This year features 6 houses, 4 carryovers from previous years, 2 entirely new houses. In addition, there are 6 scare zones that you can walk through. The event is scheduled to run 7:30 through 1 a.m. It's just past 6, around maybe 6:15. If you are here early, they will allow you into the park with valid HOS admission starting at 5 p.m. When a lot of other guests who don't have admission are leaving the park, you and whoever you're with will be able to ride all the rides with a minimal wait. Right behind me is Cheetah Hunt, one of the 7 rides that stay open during the event. It's only a 10-minute wait, so we're gonna go ahead and do it. They do have lockers that you are required to use, $6, valid all day. Don't know what the crowds are gonna be like tonight. If you get the front of line Fear Pass or Howl-O-Scream, you won't have to wait. I wouldn't recommend getting it before you come. It is available throughout the entire night, so we haven't opted into that package just yet, but we might. As the sun sets and the scare actors put on their final makeup, I feel a certain sense of tension. I really do like Busch Gardens overall. It's just a really big park, and I feel like the pathways aren't really set up to connect to each other. Whereas in like Animal Kingdom or something, it's like a hub and wheel type of thing. All the pathways kind of lead back to the center. It's kind of just like a wheel. There's no spokes.
Right. Just a big circle.
I'm going to take a minute to point out some of the merchandise, which is kind of cool this year. So as soon as you enter the park, over in this section over here, this is the main store, or one of the main stores. And then in the center of this main store is their entire section for HOS. This is considered their value t-shirt, starting at $15. It's kind of a basic, simple, and cool looking design. Another tee, which I think is really cool, with all the houses on it. Commemorative collectible skulls, some hats, and more hoodies. This Spanish-inspired looking stuff is for the Dia de los Muertos scare zone. And then, of course, your morbid pandas and monkeys.
And chihuahuas.
What is this? What's in here? So this is kind of the changing room, all decked out for HOS. Creepy looking Ferris wheel with clowns. That's creepy. That's cool. They've got masks. All right, so it is past 7:30 now, and the event has officially begun. We are on our way to our first house with Black Spot, Blood Island.
No!
Walking out of the Black Spot now, first reaction, let's back up. Because last year I remember saying that I did not want to see this house back for another year. However, I take that back. I don't know if it's because I went through this house first this year, or because they changed it up. It's just scarier, but there were a few good jump scares in there. It took us 12 minutes from the time we got into line to walk through the house. Yeah. Essentially no wait, and now there's no line. Over up in that direction there. Got a little dance party zone thing going on here with some stilt walkers. Scary stilt walkers, mind you.
Here at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, it's Howl-O-Scream 2018.
Look at that gargoyle.
We got it.
Mariposa!
Hey!
Whoa. That was cool. Probably the coolest thing I've seen all night. Oh, look! We got a little Fiends thing on the ground here. Side note, the Stanleyville Theater is right here where Fiends is going to be playing. We are not going to catch that show tonight as I have no interest in seeing it. Other quick side note, right alongside this queue is the blocked off area for the newest roller coaster coming to Busch Gardens in 2019 called Tigris. It is going to be the tallest launch coaster in the state of Florida. And from what I've heard, there's going to be a really cool slow roll up at the top. That's going to probably be one of the most talked about things about this ride. The other thing that I think people are going to talk about is the backwards launch. So it's going to launch you backwards before it goes forwards.
Yeah, you're supposed to go like, go.
Exactly. So can't wait. That's going to be spring 2019. Now walking through our first official scouter zone, Camp DOA, which Molly has told me stands for Dead on Arrival. I should have expected that, but did not. This person is following us. Ah!
Danny!
What? You can't see anything?
That was scary.
We made it! Next ride of the night, we're going to do Crash Test Clowns, which is bumper cars with clowns. The You-Bang-A-Bang-A bumper cars.
I wish we could drive separate, but you are going to record.
That's fine. I don't think we're going to get pulled over.
But I don't think you can do them both at the same time.
Challenge accepted. Can't wait! Oh, Molly's over there. Hi, Molly. All right, I'm on the move now. You know?
I liked it.
Nice little diversion from houses and stuff.
Right.
Right. What's next? Next is going to be Kumba. Talk to you in a minute. This Maniac Midway, oh wow, goes all around this area. Like this entire area is full of scare actors. To find his limbs.
Oh, I ate them.
Oh.
They're delicious.
Harlequin hotties. We could take a picture with the Harlequin hotties.
Hello. Can take a picture with them.
Oh my god. You got me. You got me. Good one. Oh, that's one of your favorites, that ship, but it doesn't look like it's going. And this is where Demented Dimensions was last year?
Right, but there's nothing here this year.
Oh no. But we're getting ready to walk through the Dia de los Muertos scare zone, where all of your relatives come to life. If you put their picture on the ofrenda, they will be your friend. I got butterflies on the ground here. That's awesome.
Mariposas.
Oh, look at those projections. I feel like this is a cool concept, but it's not like a scare zone. They're not like popping out at you and scaring you. They're just like walking around like, hey, I'm a dead guy that's living. I'm not getting scared. As cool as I think this is, like as an idea, it's not scary. Back towards Cobra's Curse and Montu is the second house that we're going to be doing tonight, which is Insomnia, one of the new houses for 2018. Just came out of Insomnia, new house for 2018. I liked it. I thought it was interestingly developed and creative.
All the different fears.
The monster under the bed. That sheep was awesome. The fact that the walls were moving, that was really cool and well done.
I don't know. I don't think I was that scared in that house.
No, it was more like a visual
We
thing.
ended up getting stacked on top of each other because it gets a little claustrophobic at some points.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fun.
Oh, that's pretty good. 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Not like my favorite.
Honestly, I got more scared in the Black
Black Spot.
Spot. I was first in that house, so that could have had something to do with it.
That
The
house.
scares in Black House were better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Onward. What are we doing next? Cobra's Curse?
Cobra's Curse, I think.
Let's go. Just got off of both Cobra's Curse and Montu. Cobra's Curse is unique. You ride forwards, backwards, you spin around. It's awesome.
I like Cobra's Curse a lot.
Montu, probably one of the smoothest coasters I've been on in a while. I love both those rides. Next house of the night. Oldest house of the event, Deathwater Bayou.
You better charm that.
I believe it was in 2013 that this house debuted. So this is the longest running house of Howl-O-Scream. Look, there's absolutely no line. It's crazy.
This is like the scariest house. Like this house.
You think so? I thought Motel Hell was what you thought was the scariest last year. So we just got out of Deathwater Bayou. Like I said, it's the longest running house, so this is actually the 3rd year in a row that I've been able to experience it.
Right.
Different this year than last?
No, it's like the same every single year, but
I think it's,
a good house.
It is a good house. It's probably one of my favorites. This year, a bunch of people got me. I had been warned about the bunch of people, and they still got me.
She was like this close to our faces.
They came real close. And then there was a still walker that got me too, because they kind of blend in with all the scenery.
Oh, that was really intense. Like,
So, yeah,
I knew it was a still person, but like
it still got you.
the arm,
Like, one of the arms
coming
moved.
back up, I couldn't take
And
it.
so far, my second favorite house of the night. I think I might have liked the Black Spot a little bit better.
Really?
Although, maybe those two are tied right now.
I just love the theming in that house.
Yeah,
I love
it's
going
really
under
cool.
the coffin. It's fun.
Yeah, the coffin part is probably one of my favorites.
It's intense.
Next house of the night is going to be Unearthed. All right, let's go. Gotta get paid by the hour to do nothing. Oh, look, there's like a thing over there. Zombie activity zone. I wish I had known that walking into it. It's a zombie infected area. Unearthed. Search and Survive is going to be our next house of the evening. We've done this house twice now.
Yeah.
Over the last 2 years.
But it's so scary.
This one is a little bit different. I think we're going to be submerged in complete darkness and handed a flashlight. And we will have to then search.
It's the first time I've ever seen the line this far back.
Well, I think actually they changed it. You go in through the exit now.
Really?
Yeah, so last year you exited out in the way that you're entering this year. So it's slightly different, I believe.
There's nobody behind us again.
Yeah, we're always like the first and or last person in these houses now.
Crazy.
It's awesome though. That's what this is about. Just got out of Unearthed, Search and Survive. Going into the house, I expected to get a flashlight. They said they handed one to every 6th person. So a couple people in front of us got one, and the guy right behind us got one. Not totally necessary to have one. What'd you think?
Well, it was okay. I mean, we went in completely different because for the past however many years, we've gone almost all the way up through the quasi-queue. So it's different.
Overall, I wasn't really impressed. There were a couple jump scares, but I couldn't really detect the theming. Like, I know in years past it had this character named Scarlet,
Yeah.
and she's not in the house anywhere anymore.
No.
So I don't know what happened to her character, but it just seems like it's just like a hodgepodge. They made an announcement a couple weeks ago that they are finally
Getting ready to tear down
Gwazi and replace it with something brand new.
Right. I think this park really needs a good water ride.
They did just tear down that other water ride that they had. So maybe we'll see this house again next year, but
I would like to see something new.
yeah, me too. Anyway, next house of the night.
Motel Hell.
So actually, now instead of Motel Hell, we're gonna walk into the meat market. The cutest little butchers you've ever seen. In order to get to the brand new house called Simon's Slaughterhouse, you have to make it through the meat market. Oh, that's cool. There's like a guy behind that guy. This is actually one of the scare zones that was here last year. I think it's the only holdover scare zone, and it actually sort of ties into the theming of the new house. Look at that guy playing the trumpet. Wait, that's not a trumpet at all. That's a man's arm. You can actually enter the meat market over there. This is where Undead Arena was last year. So I've heard that there are 3 different entrances to this house. And there you can see it says pigs, cattle, poultry. I'm not sure which one we're gonna get crowded into, but there's a chance that we might be by ourselves, just like Undead Arena Live was last year, which you did not like.
I think I felt the most uncomfortable in Simon's Slaughterhouse, and I think that I guess could qualify as my favorite. It was really dark, and it smelled bad, and it was just intense. I mean, that's why they say 17 and up for that house. It's recommended, but
it does say NC-17 or 17 plus. I did see a child in that scare zone, and I didn't even see anything that grotesque.
it wasn't even like morbid. It was just...
Well, when we were standing in line for the queue for that house, there was a guy that came up and said something about the snapping of your bones, which I guess to a child could be a little bit intense. I think I liked it. It wasn't my favorite. I think I liked Insomnia a little bit better.
In 1980, Ollie Wars Shelburne and his daughter, Abby, died of unnatural causes here. All attempts to demolish the decrepit motel have resulted in the deaths of the demolition workers.
Here, you enter into another world where the Sandman brings your nightmares to vivid life. Ollie Shelburne is the Sandman, and you are about to become his very unwelcome guest. This is Motel Hell.
So we just came out of Motel Hell. 3rd time that I've done that house in the last 3 years. It was introduced in 2016. That was the first year it was done. Brought it back last year. I thought it was good. Wasn't my favorite house when it was first introduced, but then they brought it again last year, and I liked it. This year I think it was my favorite rendition of the house in the 3 years that I've experienced it. There were some different rooms. There was a little bit more backstory to it, so I just appreciated that house. What did you think of Motel Hell? Last year you said it was your favorite.
Well, because last year we went first and there was nobody with us, so it was pretty intense. But this year I liked it because other people were getting scared that were in front of us, so I got to see it before it happened. I don't know.
You like that? You prefer that?
I mean, I like to get scared, but I'd rather see what's going on in front of me than actually get scared.
You want the people in front of you to get scared and you can live vicariously.
Right.
Got it. Last year you said it was your favorite. Was it your favorite again this year?
No.
All right, walking through what is our last scare zone of this year, which is Deadly Toys. So scary. Let's go through. Are you ready for this? What is it? A lamb? Oh yeah, look at that. I like his eyes, but that is freaky for sure. I feel like we encountered maybe 4 scare actors in that scare zone.
It's pretty dead.
Ha! Ha! See what you did there?
Oh.
She's so funny.
Motel Hell.
I think honestly my favorite house probably... I really like Deathwater Bayou. I really like Black Spot, but the way, like the set of Motel Hell, I really like. Insomnia was cool.
So, did you like Simon's Slaughterhouse? Simon's Slaughterhouse.
Simon's Slaughterhouse. I did.
I think maybe Black Spot was my favorite. Maybe it's because it was our first house of the night. We've done all 6 houses now, and it's like literally 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
It was dead tonight, and I don't mean that in a punny type of way. It was literally nobody was here. So we've got 2 more hours.
Let's go.
Let's go.
12 seconds later.
Last ride of the night is Falcon's Fury. We've done all the other rides. This is the only one that we haven't done. Just like everything else tonight, gonna walk right on. So this is kind of what I missed earlier. This is the front of the park, and they have all of this projection mapping on these buildings here. I think this is really cool. They didn't have this stuff last year. Got clowns. What's that? Is that a shadow? for now. If you are going to come to the event, keep in mind this is a separately ticketed event. Parking is $22, it's not included. But Howl-O-Scream 2018, definitely an awesome event. 6 houses, 6 scare zones. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, share this video with others, and as always, have a magical day. But anyway.